Hope everything is fine and is streaming okay. So link building in 2017. A lot of people talk about link building, and it's a natural way. But as you surely know, Google has started penalizing sites for a couple of years with penalties such as Google Penguin and manual penalties for building unnatural links. So in this presentation, I'm going to share with you some tips and strategies on how to continue to build links and how to do strategic SEO in the following years in a way that will not get you penalized by Google. Okay, so it's about Google penalties first of all. That's why we are talking how to build links and not get penalized by Google. So in 2016, Google launched the Google Penguin 4.0. A lot of webmasters have been waiting for Penguin 4.0 for a couple of years already, and practically what it brought new to the table is that the Penguin is now real-time, as Google officially said on their Webmaster Center blog. What this means is that they can apply instant penalties and recoveries, not like the previous Penguin algorithms that will practically apply the penalty, and you will have to wait for another Penguin release to be able to unlock the penalty and recover your traffic. Penguin is now more granular, as they say here on their side. What this means exactly is that it may impact individual URLs or directories on a site. So if you get unnatural links only to one page from your site, you will see only that page being penalized in the Google search. Okay, so this is one example, one site. It's called smartfares.com, which had a penalty for 3 years. You don't want to be there. So for the 4th of October 2013, they were hit by the Penguin 2.1, and after 3 years of low SERP rankings and the low SEO visibility and low traffic from Google, they saw a recovery with the Penguin 4.0. So that's why I thought about giving this presentation, so you don't get into this kind of situation where your site is being penalized for a long period of time and you can't do anything really about it. So how does the Penguin affect my future SEO? First of all, it affects the way you think about building links and about SEO in general. So we will be talking about organic links, and by organic means I mean the definition that Google is giving in their guidelines, telling webmasters that an organic link is a link that is earned in a natural way. It's not a link that was placed there with the intent of manipulating the search engine's positions for your site. And here is a very nice picture, that very funny picture actually, and it says like this: something is wrong, our air is clean, our water is pure, we exercise a lot, all we eat is organic, but nobody lives more than 30 years. And this can apply to SEO. So SEO without a strategy is like driving blindfolded. If SEO like 6 years ago or 5 or even 5 years ago, it was very easy to rank a site quickly by just building some links on web directories or for some blog comments, or just bought some articles and you pointed some commercial anchor text to your site. You could easily get that site high in the SERPs. It's not that this doesn't work anymore. And if you want to still get rankings, you need to think from two perspectives, actually. So it's either manual link building or pure link earning, like Google says. I would say that we can go both ways. So it's both the pure link earning way, or the link earning way, and the manual link building in a way that still is white hat and is not against the Google guidelines. And I will be starting with step number 1. Earning the first link. And it's very important to see here that it's not about getting the first link, it's about earning the first link. I always say, don't beg for it, earn it. It's much easier than to send hundreds of emails and asking for links to be placed on some blog or on some site, that to earn it and get people's attention and create traction and brand awareness for your product or for your site or for whatever blog you may have. And I will be giving you some examples of strategies in the following slides. My time will not allow me to, my dedicated time here in this presentation will not allow me to share with you tons of strategies, because there are a lot of strategies that are white hat link earning strategies. I will be only sharing a couple of them. So strategy number 1, interview experts and influencers. It's a pretty known strategy. If done well, it can bring awareness and it can create relationships. And as a byproduct, of this strategy, you'll also be creating links and referring domains. This is an example from our own blog on cognitive SEO. Link building experts talk about Google Penguin. So it was a great opportunity for us to interact with known people in the industry, because we were in the beginning with the tool at the time of the writing. And by doing so, you generate those connections. The people will automatically share, most of them, the article that you will publish, because it's their opinion there. And as you see, it organically got all those shares on all the social networks and all the referring domains. What I would recommend, though, as a side note to this strategy, is if you are new to a market, there are, I classify influencers and in 3 categories. Level 1, very highly influential. Level 2, medium influencer, and level 3, lower influencers. I would recommend to go with, in the beginning, with the lower influencers and with a spice of medium influencers. After you get a brand that is known, you can go to the level 1 influencers that you will try to convince to get to to share their opinion on your blog. This is because a lot of people abuse this kind of strategy, and highly influent people will not even answer to your outreach. Okay, strategy number 2, link bait. This is an example from a site called concerthotels.com. It created a page, a dedicated page for the world's greatest singers, and they classified it by their vocal ranges. And they did a nice job from a visual point of view and from a informational point of view. So you see it went viral. They got a lot of shares on Facebook, and as a result, they also got a lot of referring domains and links pointing to their to this particular page, increasing the authority of the main site. So much more people heard about the concerthotels.com site in the end. Strategy number 3, create best-in-class content. Easier to said than done. And here is an example on keyword. If you search for how to create a website, you will see an answer box. Google already created an answer box from this page, which tells us that they consider this a very good website, a very good website for this specific topic, for the how to create a website topic. And as you see, this is a page dedicated to this topic, how to make a website. They created it very, very well in terms of content. And as you see, they got over 2,000 referring domains and 35,000 links. You can do this with any particular keyword. So if you would search if you're doing keyword research and you decide to write for a list of keywords, you would search for those keywords and those topics and see if there is best-in-class content written for it. If it's not, you can create that best-in-class content. And if it is, maybe you can create something better than that, or target other keywords. Strategy number 4, build free tools. So all these strategies until now are about earning links organically. You don't ask for any kind of link. So this is a VAT calculator. The VAT in Europe is a tax for those who are not familiar with it. So you can, if you're in this kind of niche, you can build a VAT calculator. And as you see, this example got a lot of referring domains, over 700 referring domains for this tool. If you search for this keyword, you will see a lot of other calculators, either main sites or dedicated landing pages on bigger sites. Strategy number 5, aggregate data and create stats. For the keyword credit card statistics in 2015, the NerdWallet site created a case study with aggregated data from multiple data sources, which is probably free to get, and created it in a very visual way, and people loved it. As you can see, the result is they shared it, and a lot of them linked it, and Google ranked it for this particular keyword. So people love statistics, and if you combine statistics with great visuals, you will get great results. Okay, so these are the strategies on the step 1 that I could share with you with my limited time today. Step number 2 is why I call it white hat link influencing. Other people call it manual link building. I would say that we are okay with it from a Google's perspective, because we are not trying to directly influence a particular SERP. We are only trying to maximize the effort that we have done until now with the link earning strategy. And again, here are some strategies. Strategies number one, target the media mentions page. So the media mentions page is a page on, some sites have this page where they link to other articles that mention them. In this example, we have the Q site, which has this media mentions page, and they list all of the articles that mentioned them around the web. And to get mentioned, to get a link from them, you simply need to mention them somewhere on an article that you are writing. Send them an email, and they will mention you there. There are a lot of sites like this, and you can get a lot of links from media mentions page. So it's a pretty straightforward, very easy to tackle, and very easy to automate kind of strategy, while I would say that it's purely white hat. Strategy number two, identify dead businesses. So if I would be selling Nike shoes or any kind of shoes online, I am in a niche where this guy, which has lost his site, murphysairmaxdk.com, is a site that I just checked yesterday. This is what Google Chrome gave me. This site can't be reached, and the domain is available to be registered. You see they have 274 referring domains, and all of them have anchor text like Nike Air Max and all of kind of variations. What you can do here is simply buy this domain and create content, put content on it that would then relate to your main site, or you can write to the people that link to this site and tell them, look, this guy's business is dead. You can switch your link on your page to my content, which is even better than this guy's site. So you can easily apply this not only to sites that aren't that are expired, domains that are expired, but you can apply this strategy to sites that are out of business, to sites that are no longer maintained, and for some reason lost part of the content on their site. Okay, so strategy number three, send handwritten notes. This is a statistic that I got from one of these sites, so open rates by medium. They say that handwritten letters, 99%, printed mail, 56%, email, 30%. I'm sure that if you got in your mailbox a handwritten postcard from someone whom you met on the internet, or from whatever site that wants to get your attention, you will be impressed by it, and it will create pregnant memory, an important memory about that brand. These are some of the sites that allow you to do that on a mass scale, so you don't have to write them by hand. There are services like Letterfriend and Bond.com and others. If you will search for this kind of sites, that automate the process, and for a couple of dollars they take care of the writing of the note and mailing the note and all this stuff. And you can do it to your customers. You can send them to your customers. You can send them to some influencers. Maybe you can send them to some potential prospects of your business, and you will be able to also generate links from it, because some of them will be will share them on social media and maybe write even blog posts about this. Strategy number 4, link reclamation, the link reclamation technique. So this is a snapshot of Microsoft.com. I did it yesterday in the Cognitive SEO Site Explorer, and there is the broken pages, area here, where you can practically see all of the pages that are 404, 403, 501, and so on a site, and the links associated with those pages. What this means is that in this situation, Microsoft gets a lot of broken link juice. So all of these referring domains and millions of links that are pointing to these pages which are broken are creating a bad user experience, first of all, and also practically they have a lot of pages which existed there, don't exist anymore, don't rank anymore in Google, and it's not bringing anything good to them. The solution is very simple. If you would be Microsoft, or if you have this kind of pages on your site, if you have broken pages on your site with links, you are able to simply put a 301 redirect from that page to a similar content, or create content there that is similar to what it used to be. You can also use an inverted link reclamation technique. I like to call it like this. If you see this on a competitor's site, so if you see on a competitor's site, you can go to the sites that are linking to the broken page on your competitor's site and tell them that, you see, this site doesn't have this content anymore. You can simply replace the link with my link that I'm giving you here, which has better content, and so on and so forth. Strategy number 5. So the brand mentions technique, unlinked brand mentions technique. It works both ways. 3 steps. So first of all, you can set alerts in tools like brand mentions, Google Alerts, that will notify you when your brand or a specific keyword is mentioned. Here I'll be talking about the brand. So I set up an alert in brand mentions to notify me daily about mentions on the keywords cognitive SEO or cognitive SEO in 2 words. I get the mentions on a daily basis, and when I'm reading the sites that mentioned our brand, I simply connect with the people that wrote those articles. The connection is very natural, because someone who already mentioned your brand is very familiar and open to a connection with you. So here you see I'm inviting Adrian to connect on LinkedIn, telling him that I just wanted to say thanks for mentioning cognitive SEO in his latest article on Forbes, and that I found it quite interesting, and the unique methodology that he applied using the tool. In the next step, because he will reply, and even if he doesn't reply, I will write again. This is another scenario where the person that mentioned cognitive SEO didn't link to our brand. So I simply asked for a link there, not directly, but as you see here, I told him that I appreciate for the cognitive SEO mention, and was wondering, why did you choose not to link to it when you link to all the other sites? And he replied that we really like our tool and have used it quite a bit in the past. And he didn't actually mean to leave it out, and it was a mix with the link up in their CMS or whatever. So they put the link, they put the link up, and we got a lot of you can get a lot of links like this using the brand mentions technique, monitoring your brand and getting the links where people didn't actually put those links, because it increases the user experience for the people that are reading their articles. Final step, monitoring your KPIs. So it's always important to do analyze, research, implement, and monitor. So we are at the final step of monitoring your KPIs, and I chose 3 important KPIs that I would recommend to monitor. The first KPI is the SEO visibility, and by SEO visibility, I'm talking about a number that will reflect how visible you are in Google. This is an example from the Cognitive SEO Site Explorer in the rankings area. Here, you will see for the site producthunt.com how it evolved over time in the last couple of years, combined with the Google update, so we can see if they got dropped or increased in this particular in their growth. It's important to see this and monitor this, so you know that you're doing is having an impact on SEO directly. You can also see the keywords and the positions that you're ranking here. KPI number 2, link acquisition speed. Link acquisition speed is important because you can see how fast you are acquiring links, and you can correlate that to the effort that you're putting in creating content, in creating free tools or whatever you're doing to earn those links and influence their appearance in a white hat way. And KPI number 2, it's also very important to monitor your penalty risk, because if you're not monitoring your penalty risk, you may find out someday that your rankings have dropped and you have no idea why. Like a lot of website owners noticed using a tool like Cognitive SEO is very simple for you, because you can even set up email alerts that will notify you when a high number of unnatural links is being sent to your site. Okay, so ask me your questions.